All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem L'Chakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, salutations to all Akim out there pushing this truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. All right, we're the men of Great Millstone, Miami. All right, I'm the brother Shamar Moth, and with me,
The brother of war.
all right, and Lord's will, this lesson be quick, edifying, and straight to the point. All right, this lesson is somewhat of an exhortation video, man. All right, a video of correction, of reproof. All right, and admonishment, man. All right, alongside with comfort. Okay,
That's right.
and again, Lord's will is this lesson is edifying. The title of this lesson is going to be, all right, it's about self-evaluation and cleaning your scope. Okay, and what do we mean by that when we say that? Self-evaluation. What is self-evaluation? Self-evaluation is basically when you self analyze yourself, all right, to figure out the worth, all right, figure out what the worth is. All right, that's what evaluation is. I want to evaluate this car. I want to see how much it's worth. Well, you do that to yourself. And how do you do that, man? You do that by examining yourself, man. That's what self-evaluation is. It's examining yourself to make sure that you're on point, all right? And that is very important. And what do we mean by cleaning the scope, all right? Or make sure your scope is clear. Because at the end of the day, this walk that we're in, we gotta, one, make sure we are single, our eye is single, all right? And two, we gotta make sure, all right, that we're being focused, man. We're focused and we adjust ourselves correctly, man. Okay? So with that being said, we'll get some precepts, and again, Lord, so this lesson be edifying. All right?
There's a book of 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith.
Right. So brothers, man, all right, from you younger brothers, all right, and up. Really, is this lesson is geared to younger brothers, but older brothers alike, we always have to make sure we're in a constant state of examination, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, the reason being is because, all right, the spirit is wars against the flesh, contrary to the flesh, man. And every single day we deal with our flesh, and we deal with the world. All right, use the world but not abuse the world. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, what the world is trying to do, pull us away, all right, or blur our vision, all right, from what the true goal is, which is to serve Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai in true pureness, all right, in hopes that we get delivered, man.
That's right.
All right, so we have to examine ourselves whether we be in the faith, man, because there's a lot of people out there that sit there, say they Israel, they say they believe, but they're not really Israelites, man. They don't sit down, they haven't counted the cost, all right, they haven't really eaten the whole road. They haven't really sat there and put their whole mind, all right, as the scripture say, you have to give yourself wholly onto this, man. Mm-hmm. They haven't had that mindset yet to give themselves over. So that shows that they're not really in the faith, man. One that is in the faith, their whole being is in this, man. All right, no matter what circumstances may present itself, no matter what stipulation it is, their whole being is to serve Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. And that's why we have to constantly stay in the state of examination, man. Yo, am I doing this on point? Would the Lord be pleased with this? All right, in different scenarios, which we'll get into. You got it?
It says, prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is in you, except you be reprobates?
Right. Well, you have to prove yourself, man. And when you go into what that word prove is there, let me get it real quick. What's that? 2 Corinthians 13:5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go to the word prove.
Yep.
All right. Goes into what? To test, examine, prove. All right. Scrutinize to see whether a thing is genuine or not.
Yep.
All right. So we got to prove ourselves. Are we genuinely serving the Lord? Right. Do we genuinely believe that Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai died for us? Yahushai died for our sins, and that Yahushai is sitting on the right hand side of Heavenly Father, and that He is going to come and deliver us. Do you believe that? Because if you do, then there's a certain way you have to carry yourself, man.
Right.
Because you would know that if you don't serve him the right way, then death is imminent, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and guess what? We don't want to die, so you have to be in that constant state of examination to make sure, all right, and adjusting your scope to make sure you lining your shot up with the target, all right, because what we striving for the masteries, all right, you gotta make sure we on point, man.
That's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to read that real quick in the NLT. It says, examine yourselves to see if your faith is genuine. Test yourself. Surely you know that Yahushua HaMashiach is among you. If not, you have failed the test of genuine faith, man. All right, because there's a lot of people that sit here, you know, they get put in these situations, and then all of a sudden the faith is out the door.
Right.
So that means you never had faith, man. You ain't never tested yourself. You never examined yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got it, bro.
Yeah, put yourself up to the test.
Right.
You know, see if you're worthy. You know.
You had something?
No,
If not, get Galatians 5 real quick.
Alright.
And 16, because this is another reason why we have to constantly examine ourselves. Because at the end of the day, we're supposed to be walking in the spirit, man.
Yeah.
All right, and again, the flesh and the spirit are at war together. There are things trying to pull our flesh every single day. Your woman is trying to pull your flesh, whether you believe it or not, man. Because at the end of the day, the scriptures tell you, if you have anyone who has a woman, let me see if I can grab that real quick. All right, care for the things of the world, man. Let me see if I can find that.
That's 1 Corinthians 7, I believe.
All right, 7.
I got it.
All right, go ahead, read it.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 7 in verse 32. But I would have you without carefulness, that he that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. That's why the scriptures say, if you have a wife, be as those that have
Be as though you have none.
Right, exactly.
All right, and that's where again, self-examination.
Right.
Have I been under my wife too damn much?
Right.
My girl too much? Am I focusing on this woman more than I'm focusing on the woman that's more important to me, which is Sophia, wisdom?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's a lot, and that's why now you see why I always tell brothers that, man. If you don't have one, don't get one, bro. Mm-hmm. Because you'll have more time, more mental capacity, all right, more energy, more strength to give to the Lord, man.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
You're not caught up in so much bullshit.
Because the women gonna bring the bullshit. The scriptures say you're gonna have trouble in the flesh, man.
Right.
So gonna come with the bullshit, man. But and a lot of times that is actually set to prove you, again, to test you, to see if you really bought the Lord.
Exactly.
Because you know how much people have done folded and disappeared from the Lord because of situations that they've gone through with their woman and not having no faith. She took the kids.
Right.
Nigga don't have no faith now. Through. Come on, man. You have to examine yourself,
Right.
man.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Verse 33. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
Right. So again, man, you know, if you have a woman, you care for the things of the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But back at Galatians, I don't even think we start reading it.
Can I read it?
All right, go ahead.
Galatians 5 and 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Right, so we're supposed to be walking in the spirit, man.
Right.
How do you walk in the spirit, man?
Doing what the Lord tells you to do, reading, studying, being brotherly, all right? Going out to camp, all right? Examining yourself, cleaning your scope. That's all you walking in the spirit, all right? And by you walking in the spirit, by you doing those different things, those spiritual things, you're not going to fulfill the lust of the flesh, okay? You're not, okay? You're not.
Right, because what it is, for example, partying every fucking week.
Right.
Clubbing every fucking day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All these things, that's of the world, man. That's of the flesh, man.
Are you pleasing the flesh, right?
Pleasing the flesh. And not saying partying or going to a function or going to the club is off.
Right.
But if you give too much into it, you're not giving place for the Lord. Remember, we have to give place for the Lord in our spirit, man.
That's right.
All right? In our mind. Mm-hmm. That's why the Lord tells us that we're supposed to always be in a constant meditation of the word. All right, always in occupation of the prophecies of the scriptures, so that way your mind can be filled with the Lord instead of being filled with the things that are not important, man.
That's right. If you walk in the spirit, you're gonna understand that we're in the house of mourning.
Yep.
Okay, we're in the house of mourning. We're not in the house of feasting. We're not in the house of the Bacchus spirit, all right, partying, reveling, all right, which is nothing wrong with going to a bar. There's nothing wrong with going to a function, okay, here and there, all right, because even with that, there has to be a balance,
Right.
okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but it shouldn't be your main MO. Like Friday night, Friday come along. I'm going out this weekend, bro.
You just went out last week.
Right. When the last time you gotta examine yourself? When the last time you studied, bro?
Yeah, when the last time you actually sat your ass inside the house and studied, went through a book?
Right. Or if you want to go vibe out, instead of going out in the function and being around all these worldly people, shit, go out and go in the back, gather up with some brothers and go chill in the backyard of a brother crib.
Yep.
All right.
Beach.
All right. Right.
You know
Let that be like a spiritual party, because ultimately you're gonna be walking the spirit right there.
Yep.
You know. A verse 17, for the flesh lusteth after the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. Okay, and these are contrary the one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Right. So the flesh and the spirit are a constant war and a constant battle. Your body and your mind is a battleground, man.
Yeah.
So while this war is going on, all right, between the flesh and the spirit, which the scriptures say what? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
While this fight is going on, we are to be in a constant state of examination,
Right.
self-evaluation to make sure, all right, that this, that we're doing the things pleasing the sight of the Lord. Make sure that we're not giving too much into the flesh, man.
Right.
Because you'll sit there and think you all good, don't examine yourself. The next thing you know, your flesh take over.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, you're not doing the things that you would. You're not being as charitable as you think you are.
Right.
All right. You breaking down scriptures wrong. Here it is. You think you breaking them down right because you're not examining yourself. You're not checking yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Go to Matthew 6.
Come. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 6,
Verse 22.
and 22.
Because again, that self-evaluation, all right, that cleaning of the scope,
Mm-hmm.
all right, that helps you walk in the spirit, and it also helps what, man? Keep your eyes single, man. Keep your eyes on the prize, man.
Right.
All right, you want to get saved, so you gotta be constantly thinking about how to get saved, man.
Right.
We have to be thinking about how to get saved, man.
You want to get saved, you want to please the Lord, so you got to constantly think upon pleasing the Lord. Like what's your mindset when you wake up in the morning?
Right.
All right, is your mindset automatically bullshit? All right, let me go listen to some, the new rap album that came out.
Right.
All right, let me go see what hoes text me. No, your mindset when you wake up, hey, shot for another day.
Right.
Okay.
So like I was gonna say, give praises, pray.
Right, give praises, pray. Go on to YouTube, see what the Spirit's saying.
Right.
All right.
Get on your watch.
Get on your watch. All right. Miss not the discourse of the elders. Watch Apostle Hard. Watch the different apostles. See what the Spirit is speaking about. All right.
Check in with brothers.
Check in with brothers. Call brothers.
Right.
Read.
Right.
Study. Meditate. Because, bro, we in the times where, to be honest, man, fuck the flesh. Okay. Which that's been the motto. Okay. Fuck the flesh. But really, we in those times where is your mind? Where's your spirit? What's your mindset? Okay. And it should be getting right with the Lord.
Right.
Okay? Because at the end of the day, none of us are, exempt from judgment, man. All right? None of us are exempt from judgment. And the Lord could judge you at any times, man. So we got to be on point. And the times we're coming into and the times that we're in now, it's only going to get worse. All right? So you got to have that certain mindset now. Okay? Which is your mind on the prize.
Right. And what you said is on point, because you mentioned how none of us is exempt from being judged.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the Lord can judge at any moment.
Right.
Remember, the Lord has the nation of Israel in a constant state of sifting, man.
Right.
All right. To do what, man? To get rid of all the non-desirables, man.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
And remember, the Lord said that the judgment starts in the house of Dang, bro, it slipped my mind, bro.
The judgment starts at the house of those that know they're Israelites.
Right.
You know,
right.
Roughly paraphrase, yeah.
So shit. We know we Israel.
Mm-hmm.
How much we got to be more on point?
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, though.
The book of Matthew 6 and 22. The light of the body is the eye, and it's like, if therefore mine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Right, man. So again, that self-examination, All right, that self-evaluation, when you're examining yourself, you're checking to make sure your eye is single, man. Am I focused on the right things, man? All right. When you are focused on the right things, you're gonna be filled with light, man.
Right.
You'll be glowing. All right, brothers gonna be coming to you for counsels.
You're gonna be confident.
You're gonna be confident in what you're saying.
Right.
All right. But when you bullshit, it's gonna show, man.
Right.
All right. Because the next, what is that? Is the next verse? Yeah, the next verse said what?
But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?
Right, man. All right, so here it is. You're not examining yourself now. You're not focusing on the prize. You full of darkness, man. At any given moment, all right, bullshit could come out of you, man. All right.
You got your mind on other things. You got your mind on different desires that are actually contrary to what the Lord really wants. All right, that could be a problem.
Right. You got something?
I actually did have something in that Matthew 6. It's just dealing with the treasure, where your mind will be.
Yep. Well, shit, we should have started up then.
Con. Hey, this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So where you laying your treasures at, there is really where your mindset's at, man. Okay? If you're in the mindset of pleasing the Lord, doing what you gotta do to the best of your ability to please the Lord, hey, that's where your treasures are. That's where your heart is also. Your treasures are in the heavens, man. Okay? The way your mindset is shows that your treasures are in heaven, man, and you're pleasing the Lord. Okay?
Right, here it is. You examining yourself. All right, shit, I need to read.
Right.
All right, I need to you know what? I ain't been over Daniels in a minute. Let me go over Daniels. Because right now we in the time of, of the toes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me go get this because I seen an article of, whatever it may be, man. But that just, again, like the brother saying, that shows, your mindset shows where your treasure is, man. So if you're in that constant state of examination to make sure you stay aligned with what the Lord is pleased with, that shows that your treasure, the end all be all of what you really want, is to be delivered, man.
Right. You know that, okay, dude, I ain't go through this in a while. Like you was mentioning, I ain't go through this in a while. Damn, shit. Going back to the beginning, examine yourself. Damn, I kind of been slacking. All right, I kind of been pleasing the flesh too much. Damn, let me go over this again because I forgot it. Let me refresh my brain. All right, let me jump back into my position, man. Because sometimes, even with dealing with a car, man, sometimes you start to go off a little bit, and you got to readjust yourself, man. Okay, and that's the same thing with this truth. All right, this flesh is death, man.
That's right.
Okay, this flesh wants you to go off, man. The spirit wants you to do right, but the flesh wants you to go off. So being in the spirit, walking in the spirit, you walk in the spirit, you having the spirit, you're going to know when to adjust yourself when you're going off, man.
Oh, man. Don't the scripture say a righteous man knoweth?
Yep, when he
falleth?
Yep, exactly.
Get it real quick.
Come on, I'm trying to find that. Give me a second, bro. A second.
Yeah, my fucking shit. I'm spelling it out, but it ain't coming up either. Is it righteous man or just man?
No, sir. forget where it's at.
Yeah, that shit. I hate when that happen. Shit annoying.
If anything, shit.
We could post
Right,
it.
put it.
Yeah, we could post it in the comment board or something.
Yeah, comment board. Right. You know. But hey, the scriptures do say, to something similar to that precept: a just man falls 7 times and he get back up again. All right. So hey, at times you slipping. All right. You tripping. Hey, if you get back up and you check yourself, hey, just know you're a just man.
But that goes to show though, if you're not examining yourself, how will you know when you slipping, man?
Exactly.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I found it.
What is that?
It's all right. It's Sirach 21:7. It says, "An eloquent man." I'm gonna wait till you get it.
You got it.
An eloquent man is known far and near, but a man of understanding knoweth when he slippeth. There, you got it, bro.
That's right. So a man of understanding knoweth when he slippeth, man. All right.
So like that man of understanding, guarantee you, he's in constant state of self-evaluation. Man.
Right. He's constantly walking in the spirit. All right. He's constantly meditating. He's constantly examining himself.
Watching how he walks, watching what he says, watching how he conducts himself in public. Because that's another thing, man.
Right.
Niggas will go out. All right, they not examining themselves, and then now they being niggas bringing blame to the ministry.
Right.
Well, you supposed to be, oh shit. All right, let me make sure. Brothers had already told me, when I go out, I get a little too wild.
Right.
You know what? Let me just fall back. Or you know what? When I go out, let me go to a chill spot. Let me go to the park instead of going to the downtown area because I get too wild.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that way I don't bring blame to me. You know what I'm saying? Things like that the Lord sees and he smiles upon. You know what?
Yep.
This individual is actually trying to make sure he does what's right.
Right.
You know?
He's trying. Right.
You was done with the precept you had?
Yeah.
Go to Romans 8 real quick because you was talking about if you walk in if you go by the flesh, you won't die, man. Right? Romans 8:13.
Come on. This is Romans 8:13. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die.
Right? So if you live after the flesh, you shall die. We don't want to walk after, we don't want to live after the flesh. We don't want to walk in that spirit.
Right.
Right? More spirit, less flesh.
That's right.
Go ahead.
But if ye through the spirit do mortify the deeds of the flesh, it's like the deeds of the body, ye shall live.
Right. Keeping yourself in check, man. All right? And you can only do that through self-evaluation, through cleaning your scope, man.
Right.
All right? Through examining yourself, man. All right? Oh, shit. Like you mentioned. All right? I've been focusing on bitches too much.
Right.
Let me mortify this shit.
Right.
And when you go into the word mortify, what does it mean?
To kill, I believe, man.
Go to it real quick.
That's what we just read from
Romans 8:13.
Yeah, Romans 8:13. Mortify. It means to put to death, destroy, render existence, to make, to die. All right. So really, you gotta mortify the flesh. You gotta put it to death. You gotta kill it. All right. Strong's definition: to become dead, to kill, literal or figuratively. All right. Become dead, cause to be put to death, kill, mortify. All right. So you gotta kill this body, man. All right. You gotta kill the deeds of this body. All right. You gotta kill the flesh.
Go to Colossians 3:5.
Come. Colossians chapter 3, verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth.
So that's two places where we see the Lord tell us we have to do that, man. All right. So how you gonna be able to mortify your members which are on the earth? How you gonna mortify the deeds of the flesh if you are not examining yourself, man?
Right.
To even know what you need to kill.
All right.
Too much bitches. Let me cut this shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe you drinking too damn much. Let me cut that shit off.
Right.
Maybe I'm playing too much video games. Let me cut that shit back. Or let me cut it off. You know?
Right.
I'm going out too much. Let me sit my ass down home.
If I may say, like, when you examine yourself and you check certain areas that you've been fucking up at, and you either like try to you either cut it off completely or you take a couple steps back, it's beneficial to your spirit.
Yep.
All right, the Lord shows you that it's beneficial to your spirit, and it's actually fun.
It is.
All right, it's fun. Okay, it's actually fun, man. Okay, You're becoming a better person. You got it.
Well, I was gonna say, giving yourself over to the flesh is exhausting, man.
Yeah, it is.
After a while, you just feel drained. You feel empty.
Right.
All right.
Yep. Because the spirit is always hungry. The spirit is always desiring something else. So it drains your body, man. It drains you out.
And the flesh is sensual, man. It can never be pleased, man.
Right. It can never be pleased.
You thinking that, oh, you going out today was enough. Next you know, your flesh like, hell nah, nigga. We finna go to the Diddy Matching party.
All right.
Now you in a boat, literally on a boatload full of shit.
Right.
And then you like, damn, how did I end up here? And then once you think that, the spirit like, you know what, I'm done with your ass, bruh.
Yep.
God forbid, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we don't want to end up in those positions, man. Mm-hmm. So it's best for us to do what, man? Check ourselves now. Check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, man.
That's right. Yep.
You know?
It says from the top again, Colossians 3:5, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanliness, or inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry.
In the NLT. So put to death the sinful earthly things lurking within you. Whoa!
Yeah.
How could you find? How are you gonna be able to figure that out if you're not examining yourself?
Right.
You won't think you all right.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time you going off, man.
There's a way that seems right to a man,
But the end thereof is death, man.
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man.
Same here.
You know, because at the end of the day, like the brother mentioned, none of us is exempt from judgment, man. Mm-hmm. All right. We already done went off. The Lord already angry with us, man. The fuck? You gonna make the Lord even more angrier? After he done showed mercy upon us by letting the Lord die for our sins and giving us a way back to Him. He's trying to look out for you. You know? You got it, bro.
Hey, to back up your point, like, you know, men may think like, hey, you know, their example, you know, we in the flesh, so Paul already tells you the things I don't want to do, I do, so, you know, it's all cool, I'm gonna sin. Bro, even with, you're not supposed to have that mindset, you know, correct yourself from that mindset, all right? Try to do better, and one of the points I was trying to make too, bro, righteous men that then got judged by the Lord, man, for moving in the flesh.
Right.
Okay, King David.
Yep.
All right, his firstborn with Bathsheba got put to death. Okay, because he committed adultery, and that's working of the flesh.
Yeah, he allowed the flesh to take over at that. You know,
right.
Not in the sense he allowed it. He felt susceptible to the flesh.
Right, exactly.
Moses felt susceptible to the flesh.
Right.
Because he was so angry.
Right.
That he forgot to give the Lord glory, man.
Right.
That's why we have scriptures like what? Anger rested in the bosoms of fool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rule your spirit. Right. All right, if you don't, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be like a city being conquered or something like that.
Exactly. Right.
You know.
Scripture also say, man that don't have discipline, I believe, is like a city with no walls.
Right.
You know.
You are gonna get your ass pieced up, man, by these demons, man. So we gotta make sure, again, we stay on point, man, by examining ourselves, make sure we're doing the right things. And part of examining yourself too is if a brother tell you something, man, take that and go home, man.
Right.
Take that, go home with it, and now you can sit and you have something to think about. Now that's what, you know, you can begin your examination at that, you know. Damn, moment, the brother said this and that. I need to get, you know, I need to study more, man, because I slipped up on a breakdown.
Right.
Damn, bro. Shit, you know what, man? Lord Salakia, you know, I really haven't been studying as much as I could, or as much as I should. Mm-hmm. And the next thing you know, you start realizing, you know, because once you're in that mindset and you serious about it, that shows that you have a broken and contrite heart, man.
That's right.
That shows that you actually, again, your eye is single for real, man. Then the Lord starts showing you things, man. Mm-hmm. The next thing you know, the Lord starts showing you, all right, you right. Let me show you how you can study more. You see, when you come from work, right? Usually, what do? And then you start thinking, damn, I usually get home from work. I toss off my shoes and I sit on the couch and I scroll through my phone. Well, instead of scrolling through your phone, pop on the video and grab your sword.
Right.
You could be sitting there for that hour studying while you going through your sword. Dang, con.
Right.
You know, and then more start popping up. He like, shit. And you start applying these, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now next thing you know, the same brother was like, you need to study more. Cause you know you fucking up on you messed up a precept.
Right.
A couple of months down the line, the brother come to you, hey, you know what this precept back up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not examining yourself, or if you're not taking heed to the spirit or walking in the spirit, you're gonna miss all that, man.
Right.
And then next thing you know, you're gonna end up in the back. And guess what? The train gonna keep going. You're gonna end up in the back or you're gonna end up through, man.
Right. You don't want that. You do not want that.
None of us will do, man, you know? So I'll read it again in NLT. It says, so put to death the sinful earthly things lurking within you, have nothing to do with sexual
Immortality.
Immortality. No, that's not immortality, is it? Immorality.
Immorality, Sloppy.
Yeah, cut. You good, bro. Having nothing to do with sexual immorality, impurity, lust, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and evil desires. Don't be greedy, for a greedy person is an idol worshiper. So like he's an idolater, worshiping the things of the world, man. All right, and guess what, man? If you walk in the flesh, you want all these things apply, man, to a person that's walking in the flesh, man. So that's why we gotta constantly stay in that state of, yo, let me make sure I'm not moving like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And once again, when you do that, it's fun. You know, you examining yourself and making sure you're on point. You checking yourself is actually fun, man. All right, it's pleasing to your spirit. Your spirit is happy. The Lord's happy.
Right.
Okay.
What the scriptures tell us, what to not give occasion to the flesh.
Right.
All right.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Examine yourself, man. Have I been giving occasion to the flesh?
Right.
Oh, it's all right to admit where you fall, man.
Lord said, confess.
You know what I'm saying? It's all right. You know, we're not going to be 100% perfect like robots right now. But guess what? The perfection comes with us having faith in the Lord and doing the things pleasing inside of the Lord, man. So part of it is examining yourself,
right.
Checking and actually scrutinizing your shortcomings, man.
Right.
So that way we can do what? Adjust and do better, man. It's all about doing better.
If you can't keep it real with yourself,
who can you keep it real?
Who can you keep it real with? You got to be able. That's why I tell you in the book of 1 John. If a man say he's not a sinner, he's a liar.
Right.
Okay. You got to be able to confess and say that I done sinned or I've been moving, slothfully. You got to be able to confess that. All right, to the Lord and to confess to yourself, man. Sometimes you got to pray and talk to the Lord. Lord, I've been fucking up. Salakia, help me out. And watch the Lord. The Lord will help you just because you confessed.
Not just saying, Lord, I fucked up, Salakia.
Right.
Tell the Lord where you fucked up and see how much of a greater difference that makes.
Exactly. With a contrite spirit, man. Like, Lord, right. I actually fucked up.
I fucked up with a clear mind, a clear conscience.
Right.
Understanding. Because shit, when I first came to the truth, I remember there was a couple of conversations I had with the Lord like that. I knew I done fucked up. I told the Lord, hey, if you was to judge me right now, you would be in all right.
Right.
I couldn't sit there and be like, oh, the Lord's green because I fucked up how I did.
Exactly.
But have mercy upon me, Lord.
Right.
Forgive me. Mm-hmm. Lord, my frame. I'm nothing but earth and ashes. All right, and I'm in these chains of darkness, Lord. But you know my mindset. You search the reins in the hearts, Lord. You know that I want to serve you.
Right.
The Lord, oh shit, this guy actually cares.
Mm-hmm.
This guy actually is trying to do better.
Mm-hmm.
That's why self-evaluation is important, man.
That's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got another one. 1 Corinthians 9:27.
All right. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 27. It says, But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
Are you keeping your body under subjection?
Right.
All right.
Yep.
That's questions that gotta be asked.
Right.
All right. When self-evaluation is present, man.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro, am I doing too much? All right. Come on, man. Because I don't want to be a castaway. I don't want to die. Or like I be saying, I don't want to die with these people out here, Lord. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we supposed to constantly be putting off the old man.
That's right.
All right, mortifying the deeds of the flesh.
And if I may say, when you go into that word subjection, which I'm about to get into it,
renewing our minds, man. You know,
grab it right quick. This is the word subjection in 1 Corinthians 9:27. It says to lead away into slavery, claim as one slave. So basically, lock it up, man. All right, to make a slave and to treat as a slave, ei with servitude, subject to stern and rigid discipline. Okay, so yeah, bring into subjection. So like it says in 1 Corinthians 9:27 again, but I keep under my body and bring it to subjection. All right, you bring it into subjection. You lock it up, man. All right,
put it in prison.
Put it in prison. That also shows forth discipline, and also shows forth. All right, you are trying to walk in the spirit.
Right, you walk in the spirit. You that's displaying temperance.
Exactly, temperance, self-control. Right. Leads that by any means which I have preached, when I have preached unto you, to others, Lucky, I myself should be a castaway. You know.
Right. Now, some of the things that we should be examining ourselves about is what? Whether we studying. Why? 2 Timothy 2:15 says, "Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." Am I rightly dividing the word of truth?
Right.
Damn. I messed up on this breakdown. I need to study more. That happens through self-evaluation. Not, I messed up on this precept. All right.
Nah.
You ain't supposed to be in that mindset. Because why? We got to rightly divide the word of truth, man. Okay? Because, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Are you right?
Another thing that we should be, examining ourselves about, Revelation 1:3, man. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the word of this prophecy, and keep those things that are written therein, for the time is at hand. Are we reading enough, Lord? That's what we should be asking ourselves. Am I reading enough? Lord, forgive me. I need to read more. You know what I'm saying? I need to be in these prophecies more.
All right. Yep, and not only read, when you go into that word readeth, it means to distinguish between, to recognize, to know accurately.
Basically understand.
Right.
Because with all that get understanding.
Exactly. So like the brother was saying, like, you messed up on a breakdown. All right, cool. Now you should know to go back, all right, and go read it and know accurately what it means.
How to break it down, understand it.
Right.
And guess what? That's going to cause you to do what? The precept that we just read in 2 Timothy. That's going to cause you to study.
Right.
To show yourself approved. Because guess what? You're going to go read it. And you're like, oh, man. And then, if you're really serious, you examine yourself and you realize, okay, I got to do better. Now you're reading it. The Lord, all right, let me stop with this, Next you know, precept come to your mind. You're like, this precept keep coming to my mind. You flip through it.
Right.
Oh, now I get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or it might be something you have forgot, you ain't go through in a minute.
Right.
In the Strong's definition, it says to know again.
Right.
To
bring it back, man.
Right.
Another one, we supposed to be giving diligence, man, to make sure our calling and election sure, man. So another point of self-evaluation or examining ourselves is to make sure that we're being diligent, man, in this thing of ours. And what does diligent mean? All right, to do it with what? Matter of fact, let's just go get it, bro. 2 Peter 1:10. That's what it's at. Just get that word real quick.
Give diligence.
Yeah, you just get the word diligent, which is, what's that?
So it says, in the Strong's definition, it says to use speed, to give effort, be prompt or earnest, do give diligence, be diligent forward, all right, endeavor, labor, study.
Right. All right. So are you being diligent? And again, it's to move with haste, man. All right. We know we supposed to be studying. We shouldn't be putting it off, man.
Right.
Should be getting on top of it. Again, speaking to myself first and foremost, man.
Right.
Should be getting on top of it, man. All right, reading, getting on top of it. All right, showing the Lord that you actually want it. Get on top of it quickly, man. All right.
Right.
Lord, I've been, that's why the apostles always told us what? Strike while the iron is hot, man. Yeah, in the videos and when it comes to doing the other things that the Lord requires of you, man.
That's right.
Strike while the iron is hot. It come in your mind, yo. Ooh, you driving, as you driving, Samuel coming to mind. Man, I get home for read Samuel. Then you get home, instead of going to read Samuel, you go do some other shit. Nah, man, that's not being diligent, man.
Right.
You get to the crib, read that Samuel, man. You never know what the Lord has for you to receive at that moment.
Right. Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But again, for you to actually know that and see that, you got to be in self-evaluation, man.
That's right.
All right. You got anything else?
No, we didn't read that 2 Peter.
Which one?
The 2 Peter, give diligence.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Because this is 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail.
You got it.
All right, so give diligence. All right, and by you doing that, you're making your calling and election sure. And if you do those things by giving diligence, studying, reading, watching videos, going out to camp, and etc., being brotherly, by you doing those different things, you shall never fail, man. You will be saved.
Right, you're not gonna fall, man.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
That's what fall into mischief, I should say, man.
Right.
Because a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again.
Mm-hmm.
But the what it says, the wicked shall fall into mischief, man. All right.
Yep.
So if you being diligent, all right, to please the Lord, to do the things that the Lord asks, all right, to make your calling and election sure, all right, then you if you fall, there's gonna be space to get up. Why? Because you won't fall. And what we read earlier in Sirach, man, a man of understanding knoweth when he slippeth.
Right.
You gonna fall, you be like, damn, I fucked up. Lord, have mercy on me, man.
Right.
I fucked up here, I fucked up there, I fucked up here. Lord, I feel like shit. Lift my hand, my feeble knees up, Lord. Bubble Kasha.
Yep.
Cause this shit weighing down on me heavy now, Lord. I cast these burdens upon you, Lord. Help me, guide me. That happens through self-evaluation, but a nigga that's not self-evaluating himself, how can he even throw that prayer up, man?
Exactly. If you ain't self-evaluating yourself, you're not a man of understanding, all right? And you're not going to know when you slip. A man of understanding is a man that's constantly self-evaluating himself, all right? He knows when he's wrong, and he's going to check himself. But if you're not a man of understanding, that means you're a fool. So when you slip, you don't, the first thing that comes to your mind is not to confess and repent to the Lord. The first thing that comes to your mind is, I'm good. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
I'm good, or make excuses, man.
Right. You know?
Come on, man. You don't got nothing else. You close.
So, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. We're going to end off by giving our praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, and salutation to the sincere brothers pushing his truth and all true sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth diligently. To you, say Shalom.